Wumi, wife of MOHBAD, Adura, the brother of MOHBAD, Damola, one of their family friends. The foundation has petitioned 3 people based on trending video evidence that may uncover the death of MOHBAD. We're all aware of the video.
Remove it from your earpiece. Remove it from earpiece. We need to hear them. Remove it from earpiece.
Our houses as this. So I really appreciate you guys. Some of you coming from Ibadan. So I'm coming from different places. I just want to say thank you. Now, on the issue of MOHBAD, I want to let you know that personally I sympathize with the family. It is not funny that a young boy, 26 years old, was taken at the prime of his life in Lagos State, where we are today, and the family has been subjected to so many ridicule, whether justified or not justified. The family of MOHBAD has been through a lot. I don't know any family. Members have gone through allegations, but we, members of the public, by African Television and Love JR, we find it pertinent to bring petition against these individuals that I've mentioned. That is Wumi, the wife of MOHBAD, Adura, the brother of MOHBAD, and Damola. We find it pertinent to bring this petition against them because of the video situation that is was predicated on the of a TikTok chat initiated by Adura Aloba and between Yomi Fabiyi and Adura Aloba, stating the true circumstances of MOHBAD's demise. It is noteworthy to state that Adura, after his chat with Yomi Fabiyi, as an afterthought, decided to claim his TikTok account was hacked by one Damola Habib Ayinde, who we equally petitioned. His claim of the account being hacked is mischievous to us and has become a pattern among the individuals that were with MOHBAD during the last 24 hours of his time on this earth. If you recall, when Bolatife Adeyemo, aka Darosha, was petitioned at the police command Onikan, Lagos, for tampering with the corpse of MOHBAD, thereby contravening Section 16 of the Corona Law of Lagos 2007, Darosha had earlier made confessions prior to the institution of the petition against him on his Instagram story, stating that he had gathered experience of embalming deceased persons from his deceased father, whom he had embalmed before his burial. The petition against Darosha was predicated upon his own confession through his personal Instagram page, which was submitted as evidence in support of the petition at the Zone 2 command. Upon Darosha's invitation to the police command, he vehemently denied the confession, alleging his Instagram account was hacked by hackers, and further stated that the embalmment of MOHBAD's corpse was done by Adura. The principal suspect of our instant petition, that is Adura himself. The tampering of the body petition was then transferred to the state CID for further investigation, but there has been no development till date. Even after the then AIG at the Zone 2, Mr. Durosimi Olatoye, promised to deliver justice in that case. It is evident that this is a pattern of confession and lies, of devices being hacked, so as to not bear responsibility by these boys, and this we will not tolerate any further. It is beyond obvious that this pattern must be stopped and accountability of actions must be taken to procure justice timely. One of the primary reasons for our petition is to ensure responsibilities are borne and justice is served. Taking a close look at Adura's confession to Yomi Fabiyi, you will see a corroborative string of facts stringing from the evidence Wunmi gave at the coroner court, where she admitted to a fight, and Adura's spending and the Russia corroborated her story towards the deceased in his lifetime. Adura, before the coroner magistrate, stated that he heard a loud noise come from the deceased bedroom. He equally shared with Wunmi in his lifetime, and upon arriving in the room, he met his brother on the floor. This further corroborates his chat with Yomi Fabiyi. We as an NGO, Love JR Foundation and African Television, having the interest of the public, have placed the burden of the investigation of these new emerging facts on the Nigerian police as to conclusively procure justice for our dear son, brother, friend, singer MOHBAD. We urge the police to immediately invite the three suspects on the face of our petition for further interrogation and to immediately conduct a phone forensic on the phones which have become the subject matter of this petition. We also urge the police to invite Yomi Fabiyi, as he will be of assistance to this case, being the principal witness hearing, and he has disclosed his willingness to cooperate with the Nigerian police anytime he's called upon. And put all developments in the public space for the purpose of accountability on the part of the Nigerian police. We want to trust that the police will show due diligence and honesty in the process, providing comfort to the public. We have lost confidence in the Nigerian system. However, we are hoping that together, if we work with the Nigerian police and we ginger them, they will deliver justice in every case. My brothers and sisters, members of the public, today marks a new beginning for the public to take charge, take control, assist the police in every sphere of life to get us justice. Again, Larry Omodia Foundation for Justice Reform, powered by African Television, together with our partners, have filed this petition, and there will be more petitions to come. If you're asking me why, you can't sit, do nothing, and expect something to happen. As a public, we urge you to contribute your own 2 cents to bringing MOHBAD and everybody in Nigeria justice. I will leave the floor for the lawyer and members of the press if you have any questions. But Mr. Barrister, I think it's your time now. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, so I want to stop meeting the press. Hey, Rishishi. How are you, bro? What you are doing, Rishishi?
National television.
Okay, well, just as Love Omodia Foundation has said, it's a foundation which is out to get justice for well-meaning Nigerians. We unfortunately are in a country and a system where very grievous crimes in some cases goes unpunished. However, some situations happens whereby when someone in the public domain and in the public eye, more like a celebrity, someone who is quite popular, a very unfortunate situation like this happens to such a person, it creates the need for us to really look into situations and see how we can get justice for persons. The young man in question, very unfortunately, passed on about 2 years ago, and it was a very unfortunate situation because it was a young man in his prime. I mean, we all don't pray for situations like this to happen, but sometimes they happen. But the most painful part is that after his demise, up until now that we speak, justice has not been gotten on his behalf. And that is why Love Omodia TV is here, or Omodia Foundation. They are doing their possible best to make sure that they can bring justice for this young man. It has been a topsy-turvy ride from one situation to the other. Today they say this, tomorrow they say that. They approbate, they reprobate, they blow hot and they blow cold. But however, new facts emerging out by virtue of the chats which transpired between Yomi Fabiyi and Adura, that's MOHBAD's younger brother, pointing to the fact that there is a video evidence somewhere which can actually bring justice for MOHBAD. However, it's quite unfortunate that this particular video evidence in question is being downplayed, and there is a need for the Nigerian police to really take a very, very, very close and second look at this situation and get justice for this young man. Why? Because that particular evidence in question is too compelling to be overlooked. Yes, it's in the public domain, but the question is, what efforts are the Nigerian police taking to see how they can bring justice for this young man? So at this point, it's very, very Nigerians. And the situation before us is one of those situations whereby the police can actually leverage on to really make well-meaning Nigerians believe that, look, justice is always and will always be attainable. So we believe that these new facts which have emerged are facts which will be of immense help to actually get justice for this young man. And we believe so much in the Nigerian police force. I mean, we believe in their competence and we believe in their capability to get justice. And we believe that by virtue of the fact that Law for Modia Foundation is really, really, really looking seriously into this matter, and they are ready to cooperate with the Nigerian police to make sure that justice is served and to bring all the three suspects to book. We believe that the Nigerian police will also play their part by taking out the requisite forensic analysis of the respective phones which has this evidence in them, and try to make something meaningful out of it to make Nigerians know that yes, we can actually get justice. Because we have a couple of situations which has happened. We are all very familiar with the NSAS situation. It went left, it went right, eventually justice was not gotten. And a lot and more like that. But we believe that this young man in question was young, and he was such a loving young man, up all about his business, never tramples upon anybody, never hurts anybody, just doing his thing and making well-meaning Nigerians happy with his craft in music. But unfortunately, it was just taken out like that, and up until now, justice has not been served. So we believe that the Nigerian police force can do something about this, cooperate with the requisite NGOs, foundations, which are really ready to cooperate with them to work on getting justice for this young man. The spirits of well-meaning Nigerians will be alleviated once again, and they will believe that yes, the system is actually working. So we believe that Love Omodia TV have what it takes, and we also believe that the Nigerian police force will join forces with them to actually get justice for Mohbad. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I want to ask you your name.
Wait,
No,
somebody's phone is playing radio. Is it yours? Somebody is playing radio and it's making us talk higher. Somebody's got something playing there. Huh? So you're not recording since?
No, that's my other phone.
Okay.
It's also recording.
anyway, they are asking the name of the lawyer.
His name is, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Barrister Shegun.
Barrister
Shegun
Shegu Alara.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys have questions, Alara, Alara. Shegun. And it's Love JR Foundation, powered by African Television. Questions? Some of you were asking me questions on the phone. So this is it.
Good afternoon.
Can we move this back?
You want to ask a question?
Or actually, can we?
No problem. Just like You want to say something?
Okay, I thought your
Okay.
okay, so your own is no. Me, I have last voice. So questions, guys. Oh, hold up. Let them start recording. Sorry. Okay, action.
Good afternoon once again.
When you ask, identify your media house, please.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't have to film her. Just your name and your media house.
My name is MOHBAD from Lagos Television, LTV. I've been following MOHBAD's case all the time because I was in court, in magistrate court. And at a point, we are not hearing anything. So what is playing in the alternatives? And what is the way forward?
Please, can you speak loud a bit? Sorry.
They want you to speak louder.
Yeah.
Sorry. I said I've been following this case at the magistrate court. And many witnesses have been brought to court, but since now we are not hearing anything. So we just want to know what is going on in court. Is it that the case has been stopped, or is it that the family is satisfied with the situation of things?
Thank you. Very well. That question is out of our subject area, but it's good. It has a lot to do with what's going on. Anyhow, this is the situation. The coroner was set up to identify the cause of death, and at the coroner inquest, any member of the public is allowed to come to the inquest to witness and to ask questions relevant to what may have killed MOHBAD. There is a foundation called ADA Foundation. That foundation retained a law firm called Bankole and Smith. Bankole and Smith was representing ADA Foundation as a member of the public. Somehow, the magistrate should be excluded Bankole and Smith from participating in the inquest, meaning a member of the public has been excluded because they represent Ada Foundation. Ada Foundation is a member of the public. So when the magistrate excluded them, they filed an appeal of that decision to the High Court of Ikorodu. The High Court of Ikorodu, sitting, had to stop the inquest based on the fact that a member of the public has been deprived their rights. Now, the magistrate and Bankole and Smith are supposed to clear their position before the High Court. Will and should, and I believe must continue. So right now it is on hold because if the judge was in error, are you listening, LTV8? If the magistrate was in error, the High Court cannot, should not, and must not allow the error to continue. When you deprive somebody of their rights and you now go through the entire proceeding and you now come to your decision, that member of the public can come and say, hey, that decision is foul, is wrong. So I believe the High Court did the right thing, and the lawyer here can point to the, give us the law aspect of it, So for me, I think what the High Court has done is good, suspending the inquest until they decide if removing those individuals were the right thing or not, and then we'll come back on track. So that's where we are. Questions? Did I say anything legally wrong?
I don't know, actually, on point.
Because truly, if at the end of the proceedings, the public truly comes we are not well represented.
Exactly.
So I think that is why the High Court
Stopped it.
stops it, so that they will become.
Thank you. I like the word you use. If the public says they were not well represented,
Yeah.
I like that language. I'll borrow it. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Let me use this opportunity while you're pondering your next questions to announce that February 26th, we are having tribute to Bamishe in Ota, Ogun State. We're inviting members of the Federal Road Safety. We're inviting Ministry of Women's Affairs. We're inviting the Olota of Ota. We're inviting the Ogun State and Lagos State governors and other dignitaries. It will be a 4-day event starting on Thursday, 26th, ending on March 1st in Ota. I expect all of you media guys to please join us. Tribute to Bamishe and tribute to MOHBAD is also coming up. We're still working on that date. So any questions on today's press conference?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm representing Mr. Timothy from Newton. So I'd like to ask, prior to me getting here, as regards to I would like to take us back a little bit. We had the allegations that Mali and the other some Larry as well were alleged to be one of those who know why the
What happened to
deceased.
Mohbad?
So are we now saying from what we've heard so far from what you've read from the statement that this is more like a family, it's more to the deceased musician's death coming from his close circle or his close knitted associates, as these things are pointing out to be right now?
Well, that's a very good dynamic question. Your question, if I understand it, is initially everybody thought it had to do with Naira Marley, Sam Larry. But as the things are unfolding, you are thinking it has to do with a family or what you call a domestic dispute. Is that your question? Well, this is the way I look at it, and this is me. Nobody can prove yet that Sam Larry or Naira Marley did it. But do we have anybody that can prove that Naira Marley or Sam Larry did not send somebody to do it? You see, we can't prove that they did it. The noise, the mayhem that started when MOHBAD died, almost lynching Naira Marley, Sam Larry, yes, you're absolutely correct. But we also have videos putting these guys in bad light. The bullying, the controversies of royalties, the management breakup. So that makes them look bad naturally. And if you're a bad guy, there's a tendency that you can go to any length to be your bad guy. Now, is it a domestic affair? We still can't prove that yet. That is the bone of our petition. This petition, the reason we went to the police station today is that video must not be killed. The forensic of the sources of the video by email, by TikTok, by somebody's phone, we have gone today as a member of the public, fighting for the public, to make sure that police does not slip on that, so that your question can be properly answered. Because the source of the current trending video story must be investigated completely in total, with no leave, no stone, nobody left behind. That is why we went to the police. We want police to know that the public is watching and the public is willing to work with the police to make sure that the police gain and regain their reputation, especially in this matter with all wrong narratives flying around. So if the police, let me just disclose to you, we were given good assurances from the police today. The barrister and I were highly impressed with the technology available to the police, impressed with the conversation that we had, the promises of what the police intend to do. I must say, salute to them. The issue now is we have to encourage them to keep those words, to do what they know how to do best. And when they do it, there'll be no ifs or buts about Sam Larry, Naira Marley. It's either they're involved or they're not involved. You understand? So I like your question and thank you for that. Next question.
We have a question.
Are we all good?
No, we have a question.
Are we good?
No, we have a
Independent, no question.
question.
Where is AIT? She's there. Madam, you go ask your question from far behind.
We have a question. Oh,
No, not
natural.
when
We
we're
have
done.
a
So what is it
question.
One on one. Let's do general first.
Are you
Let's
from
do
AIT?
general, then you can do one
Yeah,
on
from
one.
AIT.
Question, natural.
Just
Ah,
one
you
on
can
one.
just ask any question.
So fine. I think we
You
should
want to
wait
chase
for the
everybody
press to
away from you
finish.
because now that big pass.
Wait, don't come into it.
Okay, no other. We'll do one on one.
Please.
Okay, any general questions?
We are good, sir.
We're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, AIT. Me will come back, consider that be okay.
Okay, let me ask
Thank
a
you, members
question.
of the press. I'll see
Natural,
you
let me
guys
ask a
shortly
question.
before we depart. Thank you so much.
Natural.
You can see so that you can take your cut away.
Okay.
Natural, tell them we
You
have
still
a
want to ask questions?
Who? TikTok.
I have a
Let them
question
people
for the
finish AIT.
lawyer.
They can join the AIT anytime.
Okay.
Oh yeah, madam.
Let me ask a
Oh,
question.
sorry.
Okay, 1 second.
Natural, let me ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your phone needs to be on silent almost three
No, it's
times.
silent. It's silent.
Almost three times. Huh? You need this. I'll send this soft
Let me
copy to
ask a
everybody.
question.
But if you know you joined by somebody sending you, make sure that I have your number so you can get it directly. If, yes, so everybody that was sent by somebody, please, because I don't have your number saved in the press pool. All right, so which one?
I have a question.
No, no. Sir, yes, just want you to leave.
So, where are you from?
From Lagos Television. Sir,
Okay,
I just
Lagos
want you to
Television.
stand up.
You're from AIT. Okay.
Oh, just talking.
Yeah, talking.
How are you?
No, I have to shake one call.
I think I'm acting. I feel acting.
Let me ask a question. Natural.
Okay.
You're acting. Are you going to pay us for acting?
You have to pay us specially for that.
For acting.
Let me ask a question before everybody.
You cut away the color my gay, what story, you know, yeah, I'm over shit. How come I should cut away what story was
He needs to take questions from us, not from one now. Let me ask a question.
Go on TikTok, but it has nothing for you. If you DM me, I can find it and send to you.
I'll send it.
Okay, were we standing? Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. Your name and designation.
Name is Larry Amodia, CEO, African Television, and Chairman, Love JR Foundation, which is Larry Amodia Foundation for Justice Reform.
Okay, what prompted this petition?
Well, this petition is premised upon the fact that the world has been seeking answers to what killed MOHBAD. Over 16 months now, thereabout. We've been having sleepless nights, investigators, storylines, trying to ascertain the cause of death of this young man. Video comes out with people asking for 3 million naira content to the video. Well, that story leaked, and yet we don't see any clear video from the source nor from the police confirming that the video actually shows what killed MOHBAD. So, but the allegation that there is a video revealing what killed MOHBAD is what we are standing on. That since somebody close to MOHBAD, the brother that is, claims that there is a video that showed what killed MOHBAD, we are encouraging the police to petition to bring the brother, the wife who was living in the house, and the friend who allegedly was the one impersonating the brother. You see, there's a twist here. The brother's phone was used,
No,
or TikTok account
Hello?
rather was used
I said
to
we have
solicit
questions. We cannot leave.
for
Those
3
people
million
need to
naira,
ask
and
our questions.
also
They
to
need to.
Okay.
indicate
I have
that there
questions to the
is
lawyer, and they need to sit down so
the
we can ask
actual
our
cause
questions.
of death.
Okay, no
So we
problem.
want police to grab that video into a forensic, or that phone, or that email, or that TikTok, and the individuals investigate them thoroughly, so that this matter will not just die away like that. That is why we have done this petition, and that is the premise of this press conference, to support the police and to let the police know that the public is following up on this development, and we know what is coming out from the family, because this information is coming from the junior brother of MOHBAD, related to the wife of MOHBAD, who has gone to Corona and made certain assertions that is not in line with what the video allegedly is bringing out. And then the friend of the brother, who is a friend of MOHBAD. So you can see this triangle. So if the police does not follow up on this pattern, then we may likely lose a very crucial evidence. So we're on our toes, and we're making sure police is on their toes, public on their toe, to investigate this subject matter.
So what are the outcomes? Can you mention some of the outcomes and what is we are seeking from this position?
What we want from this petition is police assuring the public that the technology available to the Nigerian police is used to determine the contents of all parties' phone, all parties' TikTok account, and also the testimony that you see. Adura has spoken in the Corona inquest. The LTV8 lady talked about the Corona. Adura spoke there. Wunmi, the wife of the deceased, spoke there. So we want the police to look at their statement in the Corona, compare it to the video evidence that is out, and then police to look at the video evidence itself and check everybody's phone. Because I can't just wake up and say, oh, I have the video of what killed MOHBAD. You know, you don't just wake up out of a dream and say that. You must know something, and you must have something. And if the police follows up on that, they will find what you know. So that's our position. So what we expect is police being more proactive, calling those three parties, investigate them thoroughly, so that maybe something will crack.
Now, since it's dead, it's been 2 years since it's dead. Do you think justice will prevail?
Speak louder a bit, please.
It's been 2 years since it's dead.
Yeah.
Do you think justice will prevail?
Well, it's a year plus, but almost we're getting September will be 2 years. Now, do I think justice will prevail? Absolutely. And I'll tell you why. Because we're Nigerians. Somebody always sings. Somebody's going to sing. And they're already singing. They're already giving us content of evidence. So justice will prevail. It's already being delayed, but justice will prevail. I'm 100% sure. With people like us on the beat, we're not sleeping. We're not sleeping on this. We're making noise, we're crying, and we're supporting wherever we can support, to make sure that all the foundations, all the groups come together to make sure that the right thing is done for this boy.
Thank you so much, sir. Your name and distinction.
My name is Larry Omodia, CEO African Television, Chairman Love Foundation. That is Larry Omodia, Foundation for Justice Reform. Love Foundation and African Television. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I want to interview the man.
TikTok, lawyer.
Because they want to
Oh,
ask
they want
a
to
question.
interview him.
Okay, want to interview. Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, my name is Alara Oluwaseun. I'm a legal practitioner by profession.
Speak louder a bit, sorry.
Yeah, I'm a legal practitioner by profession. Yeah.
So, sir, as a legal practitioner, what's your take on this petition?
Well, for this petition, it carries a lot of weight. Why? Because first and foremost, yeah, it carries a lot of weight. Why? Because by virtue of the chat which ensued, which was subsequently debunked by Adura, that's Mohbad's brother, saying that his account was hacked. If you look closely, you discover that this hacking thing is it's like a trend. It's been happening, and it's like a decoy. It's like a hoax. People used to deny allegations when it gets to a particular point. You get my point. So the question is, somebody will not just wake up one morning and say it has a particular evidence and wants to claim it for a particular amount. So from the legal point and view, if the police decide to take a second look at this particular discussion that ensued between Mohbad's brother and the said actor, I'm inclined to believe that it will lead them somewhere. You know, when a person dies, when murder or death is a case, the evidence could come in different forms. It could be direct evidence, it could be documentary evidence, and it could be circumstantial evidence. Plenty of the surrounding circumstances, what can you deduce from it? Now, if you add 1 to 2 from here, this says this, that says that. It is
supposed to sit down.
So I think the police just needs to follow the blueprint. When they follow the blueprint, definitely they will get somewhere. Thank you.
Okay, some quarters have said his knees should be to rest. So, what do you have to say?
Sir, can you sit down? You don't need to stand.
The reporter, stop interrupting the interview. The reporter is doing her job.
Okay, so
Don't do this.
Okay, some quarters have said his knees should be
They're in the middle of live interview. No, I should go there. Tell me, that's what they want.
It remains to be laid to rest. There
Let me
is
make I won't give am to you.
it could be reviewed from 2 ways. There is really I would not say there is any legal implication of that. If the family says that his remains should be laid to rest, all well and good. But then noteworthy should also be of the fact that anything that has to do with death, has to do with murder, is a crime against the state. So even if people are saying that it should be laid to rest, the state still has the onus and the responsibility to get justice. You understand? Because Mohbad is a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria before his demise. So even if people say, he should be laid to rest, so that means anybody who, excuse me to say, something negative happens to the case should also be laid to rest. So since it's been a year and a half, noteworthy should be of the fact that when it has to do with criminal jurisprudence, a matter can be resuscitated after 100 years. Now, in civil, jurisprudence, yes, a matter can actually be barred for a period of time after a stipulated period of time, a particular matter. But in criminal jurisprudence, nothing like that. So, if you ask me, justice is of utmost importance in this particular instance. So, the matter to be laid to rest just after 1 year and a half, I really don't think I buy that. It doesn't sit well with me.
Your name and designation again.
My name is Barrister Alara Oluwaseun. I'm a legal practitioner by profession. Thank you so much. Okay, TikTok. When we were talking, so they didn't pick that.
No, they were caught.
Okay.
It's somebody directing how to direct it.
That was
Okay, is it your own TikTok? You want to on your TikTok?
No, your own.
Okay. Okay, Supri, you want to ask question?
But how can we hear it?
Okay.
You put it on speaker.
Directed to the lawyer.
My name is Supri, and I have a question for you because the chat was between Adura and
I see the message. You said you sent the message.
I'll send soft copy. I'll send. Should be no number. You send me hi.
I said hi. I am the judicial correspondent.
Yes.
Once you send it, I'll get it.
Yes.
I will send it. No problem. I'll do it on my way.
Yes, that's to a considerable extent, yes.
thank you very much for that. My next question is going to be that now, the last conference
Are you good? You send him. Identify your name and the media house so that I can save it and I'll send you the soft copy. Please.
There, to a considerable extent,
You'll see it in
more
1
like a
hour
conflict
on
of
my way
interest,
back.
yes.
Because if Adura is accusing, at least right now, until proven otherwise by the computed jurisdiction,
Correct.
we are still going to be going that Adura stated in the chat that we have that
This side you did it. This side you did it.
Border.
But that too well.
After my two now, but I agree. What happened before?
No, because I didn't drive, so my car is in the shop, so I'm thinking of going my direction.
Whose side is it?
Tailgates.
Okay.
After.
I think it's the interest. There is a conflict of interest here. There is a conflict of interest.
Add everything together because I'm not going to be doing 2 days.
No, it doesn't have any legal implication per se. It doesn't have any legal implication.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have any legal implication.
You want to drop me a number? My number?
Yes, it's more or less like a witness. Yes. Yes.
Send me your number. You don't have my number. 0704.
Yeah, the point is that the lawyer actually held a press conference, but now the issue you are raising with respect to conflict of interest will carry much more weight in the court of law.
This is your name.
You get my point. But for now, since the matter, it was just more like a press briefing which the lawyer represented, I think the conflict of interest issue does not arise in a very strong form until when it happens that same lawyer represents in court. Then we can say, okay, there is a real conflict of interest here, and it requires
your number.
Yes.
Huh? That's right. You know.
Okay, sir.
I have your number. I have it. But don't worry.
Yeah, it's safe to say. It's safe to say. It's very safe to say. Yes. It's very safe to say. It's very, very safe to say. No, you cannot be charged for information. You cannot. You cannot be charged. You cannot be charged. Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. You are spot on. You are spot on, and your position is something I sincerely appreciate, and I would love to get to hear more of you subsequently.
Precious. I don't want to keep you waiting, so we'll talk later. We'll give them. We'll do LTV that. LTV.
Okay. Which of the phone? Okay, I'm coming.
No, I mean the lawyer.
Okay, the lawyer. You say he sent it to your phone.
Guardian.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Okay.
Let me explain the question a little bit.
Thank you for your transfer.
Sorry,
No, I thought she was with you.
Yes.
Good. I have enough friends. You might not change it last time. Thank you.
Okay, I'm with
Your
you.
voice then.
Just a network, a network.
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, it's talking here.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Precious. I'm going to give you something extra later. I'll give you something later. John.
That's why I
He's
said,
hearing you.
Thank you, my dear. Always there. Thank you.
He's hearing you, Supreme.
What's wrong with the network?
I don't know.
Maybe it's
our network is not on WhatsApp. Our network is not. You can cut this off.
Yeah, but it's different. Can you hear?
Our network is a network. This one is showing red. Our network.
It's a network. And
Yeah.
Supreme.
I wanted to connect to Bluetooth, so it
Yes,
doesn't.
I want to ask one important question. It's not my network. I'm calling African TV. Okay, African TV, pick up the call. Let me ask through your phone.
Multi-pick. Oh, yeah.
His phone.
Okay.
Off your.
Hello, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You have to off it. It will come back off it. Are you live?
Phone.
Why don't you just
I've
come
lowered the
live?
volume. Just talk. He's hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very clearly.
Good. Aduras claimed that his phone was hacked by Damola. Okay. But that is his claim and that is his defense. But Damola, in other words, pleaded not guilty. Not guilty. In other words, Damola is saying, no, I did not. Isn't that what not guilty means?
Yes, that's what it means.
So that is contradictory then, right? That is contradictory. That means Damola is denying the fact that he had Adora's phone. Is that correct? Is it safe to say that? Sir? You said what, sir? Can you hear me? Hello?
Go on.
Can you hear me?
Go on. He's listening.
Yes, so I'm saying that since Damola denied hacking Adura's phone because he pleaded not guilty. So not guilty in a layman's term means that no, I did not hack your phone. Isn't that right? Correct. So that means until proven otherwise, we are going to be holding Adura responsible for those chats because Damola pleaded not guilty.
To a considerable extent, yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think that would be my question for now.
Thank you.
Actually, I wanted to do before I call.
Thank you very much.
My next question is going to be for Mr. Larry Omodia.
Good afternoon, Supreme. How are you?
I'm blessed. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for all you have contributed for justice for MOHBAD. Mr. Omodia, I know they brought the issue of Ada Universe and Smith and Bankole I believe, if I'm not mistaken, their court date should be on the 17th or on the 19th. I cannot remember vividly. But are you willing and ready to work with Smith and Bankole and other universe to procure justice for MOHBAD?
Supreme, thank you for that wonderful question. A lot of people have a way of misunderstanding us. I'm working with anybody that wants justice. Yomi Fabi, Ada Universe, Bankole and Smith, anybody that wants to give mobile justice, my foundation, my company, we are willing and we are ready to work with everybody. So yes to that question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And I want to assume you stated that your private investigator is going to swing into action. Is it starting from tomorrow or starting from Monday?
He's actually standing behind the camera. You just can't see his face. He's here already. He can hear you. He's right here.
I'm repeating. Another question I have is, another question that maybe took the noise. Hold on, there's noise in the background. Okay, I think they took the noise away. Another question I have is, I know in criminal cases, let me ask the lawyer, in criminal cases, there is no time factor in criminal cases. Is that correct?
Correct.
Because a lot of people are being discouraged. They are saying, oh, it's a 16 months, it's 2 years. But I don't think there is a statute of limitation to criminal cases. Am I correct?
Correct.
So can you please give us some words of encouragement? Because some of the public that truly want justice for MOHBAD, and they are being weary in their spirits and they are giving up. What is the words of encouragement to keep the movement, justice for MOHBAD, to keep the train going and for us to be encouraged? What can you tell us, please?
Just exactly what you said. There is no statutory limitation in criminal matters. So the public should just put their heart at first. It's going to take a century. Justice would always be served. So they should put their mind to rest. Things will actually take shape. It's just a question of time. It may be justice delayed, but it will never be justice denied. So they should keep their up. So that's
All
what I
right.
have to.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me ask the people on the panel to see if any of them have any question. That will be it from me for now. Please hold on. Um, anybody on the panel? Anybody on the panel have any question?
Drop this question.
Anybody on the panel have any question, please? Any question from the comment section?
Me, I'm okay. I'm okay with everything.
Okay,
I think he asked.
Okay, if you're okay, no, it's enough. Mercy Idris, any question?
Yeah, I'm very okay because you've asked all the questions. I don't think I have
So
any.
thank you.
Thank you.
J4 Oba, any question? Any question from the panelists, from the comment section, please?
Hey, Omo.
They are not going to talk about the DNA. That is not for DNA. They don't really know anything about the DNA. Any question for J4 Oba? Yam Yam, any question? Precious, any question? We are okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Let me see if I have another question to ask. I have my list of questions.
We do a lot, very, very important.
Let me see. I think I have some question text to me. Mr. Richie, any question, please?
Yep. Good afternoon, African TV. Good afternoon, the panelists, and good afternoon, Supreme. Um,
Richie, my
the,
brother.
yeah, the question is just quite straightforward, really. I know you have this focus on this last petition, and then coming from what has been happening within the cases of the I'm not talking about DNA. I'm talking about the autopsy and toxicology. Have you had any leads on that at all?
You're talking about
Is
the toxicology of MOHBAD?
Yeah, I'm talking about the private toxicology from the legal team of Joseph Aloba.
Yeah, Richie, nobody can do anything until we get back to the corona. You know, they've done that privately, and for whatever wisdom, they are withholding the information. We can't force that information from them. But when the corona kicks back in, for whatever reason, if we're still kept in the dark, then maybe the public can now take action. Like I said, 2025 is a year of petition. You know, if they don't bring it up in Corona, we will force it out. So let's just watch. But we have to respect the Corona court. The High Court is working on that. When that runs its course, then everything in that jurisdiction we
Mhm.
can follow up. So right now, this petition that we did today is not in that jurisdiction.
Exactly. Mhm.
So let's be patient. You know,
Mhm.
it's in their own wisdom to release it or not to release it. I don't know why, but there's
Um,
nothing we can do about it right now.
the reason why I'm asking you this question is the main reason for having a second private autopsy and toxicology is because they're not satisfied with the government output, right? Outcome.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and if they are disputing that, I'm wondering why would that be a private thing? Shouldn't it be shouldn't it be a cause of concern to make it private?
Yeah, you're so correct, my brother. But the thing is this: look, uh, who asked them to do it? They asked to do it. So it is their property. It is their right. If they decide not to give us that update, we can't force it except maybe by law. And we have to check with the lawyers what right do we have to compel them to release something that they paid for, something that they asked for, something that belongs to them. We didn't do it.
So, no,
If the public did their own, if we did our own, then we can ask, we can be forced to release it. You
yeah,
know?
as part of the criminal investigation proceedings, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason why this autopsy and toxicology right was conducted. So if the family are not releasing things, that means they're happy with the first outcome. There is that what it is?
No, you're assuming.
Yeah,
You
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Look, Richie, let's slow down. We will get our day, our hand on that result if they have done it. When the inquest comes out, that is in the jurisdiction of the inquest.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the.
Thank you, brother.
Mr. Rotesam, do you have a question for them?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Larry, and good afternoon, Barrister. Thank you for the press conference you guys just had. I just have a quick question. After the submission of the petition and the press conference, what are the plans for a follow-up? How are we sure that our
I
petition
can't
is
hear
not
you.
just going
Speak
to...
louder. Speak louder, please.
Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was just not clear.
Okay,
Repeat yourself.
okay. I said after this press briefing, what are the plans regarding having a follow up on this petition so that our petition does not just gather dust on the desk of the police? How do we follow up that the police are actively working on this petition and the petition submitted by Yomi Fabi so that they do proper telephone forensics?
Let me tell you, we were given strong assurance by the officer handling this case. Body language, experience tells me this will not be just another petition. The officer has actually made some phone calls before me and the barrister, inviting some individuals. We have a return date. So he's proactive. What I have seen today, the Nigerian police is working if you work with them. So don't worry. Don't worry. Just keep asking me this question and keep following up with us. You will see. We're coming back next week to meet the police officer, you know. So we're not even waiting for a month. Next week, we're already into action. An action meeting has been scheduled for next week. I just don't want to disclose details.
Okay, and finally, as Mr. Yomi Fabi was the victim initially in this instance, are there plans to work with him? I also believe he's working towards unraveling the cause of demise of Lady Yoluwa Loba. Are there any plans to work together with him, so as we can work together and get justice together?
Yeah, yes. There are plans to work with him. Like I said earlier on, we are working with everybody, and this video surrounds him. So one way or the other, we have to work with him. Are you with me, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I've reached out to him. I've made a few phone calls to him. So I believe at one point or the other, we're going to have to work together to get this thing resolved.
Okay. And finally, as together as we are working for the public, are there any plans to bring in other members of the public who are really interested in finding justice for Iliri Oluwaloba, not just justice for his family members, but who really truly want to work together hand in hand to get justice
Thank
that
you,
he truly
Rotisem.
deserves?
Rotisem, every foundation, even if you're not a foundation, every individual that is concerned about this case should reach out to us. We'll work with you. Your resources, your information, your advice, even your thank you alone is encouraging. Any way you can join us to get MOHBAD success, a befitting justice, you are welcome. That includes your MIFABE, Ada Foundation, individuals, mom, dad, brother, sister, wherever you are and you want justice for MOHBAD, we are working together. So you're not alone, and don't be alone. We'll work with you and you work with us. Whatever entity you are, as long as you want true justice, meaning legal justice, meaning what the law says, that's what we're working with. Thank you, Rutsan.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you once again, and thank you for the yeoman's job. Thank you.
All right, great.
You want to ask the lawyer any question? Rotate.
Yeah.
Question for the lawyer.
Yeah. Good afternoon, barrister. Thank you once again for coming up and working for the interest of the public. With your approach and with your conversation with the police, do you have any feedback you would want to give the public in terms of assuring the public that this petition is going to, necessary mechanisms and machinery will be put in place to get justice for Ilerioluwa Aloba?
Well,
Do you have anything to, in terms of giving us a feedback that will give us
I've always had
positive vibes?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said I've always had high hopes in the Nigerian police force because I deal with them on a very regular basis. So we actually have a very good working relationship. Of going to the meeting, my hope was even much more higher. And I think the police is very so I believe that the general public actually get justice.
We couldn't hear you properly, sir. Somehow.
Your last sentence got muffled a bit.
Your response completely, yeah. please.
So what?
Your response, we
Your
couldn't hear your
last
response
sentence got
properly.
muffled.
You didn't
So
Yeah.
we
hear my
couldn't.
response.
Yeah, can you just come again? Your response was a bit
I
muffled.
said was that I said the Nigerian police force is the force I deal with on a regular basis by virtue of the nature of my job. But with them today at Fancy and having the meeting with them with respect to the MOHBAD's issue, my spirits was lifted much higher because from what I heard, I'm very positive that justice will be served. Yes, I'm positive that justice will be served.
And based on your experience with the Nigerian police, have you ever had any um, dealings with them regarding telephone forensics in terms of unraveling criminal cases? And if so, what has your experience been like working with the Nigerian police?
With respect to what?
With,
Digital
with
forensic
respect
and telephone
to
surveillance.
telephone, digital forensic and telephone
Okay,
forensic.
with respect to forensic, working with the Nigerian police, right?
Yes. Have you had any experience with that? And what has been your experience,
Yes, I've actually
if
had
so?
I've had a couple of experience with them with respect to forensic, and it's been very positive. You get my point, because at some point when we have matters in courts and we need to get forensic analysis with respect to handwriting and all that, we definitely make report to the Nigerian police, and in most cases they deliver. They always come out positive and they come out clean, and they come out well. So I'm very, very confident with respect to forensic as it pertains to the Nigerian police force. They have very, very trained personnel in that regard. So yes, I'm positive. Yes, I'm positive.
All right, then. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much,
I'm
Mr.
fine.
Lagata.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Lagata, welcome on board. Do you have any question for African TV or the lawyer, Mr. Lagata, please? You can unmute.
Madam Butija, good morning, well done. Kudos, good afternoon, Barrister. Really and truly, not much question to ask, but Barrister, um, do you think this phone forensic would actually manifest in this case? And how important is the phone forensic in this case? Can you please tell the public? Thank you.
So do I think what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, do you think the phone forensic, do you think is going to manifest in this case? And how important is the phone forensic in this justice for mobile? Thank
Okay.
you.
Well, to be very honest with you, it will. It actually will. You see, the thing is, sorry, say, I want to apologize before I say this. I think we as individuals, we underestimate the Nigerian police force, but I wouldn't blame us anyway, because that's because of a lot of discrepancies, in their modus operandi and all that. But trust me, these guys are very competent and they do what they have to deliver. With respect to the phone, I'm very positive. If you try to look into it, they will look into it and they will come out with something positive. That I'm very confident about. I'm not saying this because maybe I'm giving them props, but these are people I deal with almost on a daily basis. So I understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Tell them about your experience.
So with respect to the phone forensic, I'm very positive. I've had a couple of instances in my office whereby we need forensic analysis with respect to handwriting, with respect to signatures, at very crucial stage in matters we handle in our office. And we make records to the police, to help us work on that area. And they always come out positive. We've had a couple of experiences whereby their services were needed in that regard. And it was at that point I knew that they had extremely trained personnel who actually look into forensics. So trust me, with respect to the phone forensic analysis, they have the requisite gadgets to actually analyze it if they want to. And by virtue of the discussion and the meeting we had with them today, I think these guys are positive. And I believe that by virtue of the positive energy, they will understand the determinated today when we had a positive they will look into. Yes.
Let me chip in on this question. The Nigerian police, they are more resourceful than we give them credit for. They are more resourceful. They just need to be encouraged. If we don't give them the content, they can't analyze it. You know, we are the first police before they do their job. And if we as a public, we give them what we have, they will give us the law. So I can tell you guys, I'm proud of going there today. I'm happy being there, listening to that officer, the things that we heard, the technology that we have in Nigeria. We can, you see, all this bickering on social media, we need to reduce it. We need to do more of action than talking. That's all I want to say. You know, and I want to thank everybody. We have to leave here now. We're going. We come from very far distances, and we have to leave. But maybe we'll join you guys later on. But we need to get closer to home. You
Before
know.
you
So
leave, Mr. Larry, one
yes.
last question from me. When we get to this stage, are we going to be requesting for a lie detector? Because I was told that the Nigerian police, we have the capacity, we are capable of doing a lie detector testing. So is that something we will be expecting in order to get to the bottom of this, or maybe the lawyer from his experience?
Yeah, I just asked him. We're right next to each other. He hasn't had experience with lie detector, but when we have a meeting with the IPO tomorrow, next week, as a follow up to today's visit, I will ask him about that. So
Okay.
yeah, you make sure to remind me. You know, I'll ask him. But the IPO revealed to us today, they have technology beyond what we can imagine, and they've been using it. He gave us instances where they've used the technologies to solve some issues. So we're confident. We're confident coming in here today that once they put all these things to table, MOHBAD will get justice. No shaking. That's all I can say.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you, Barrister. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Barrister. We appreciate you for your time. Thank you. Justice for MOHBAD. Thank you, everybody. Hey, yeah, Crunchy Queen just came up. I don't know if Crunchy Queen has a question. Miss Natural, you are the best.
We have to go supreme. Our
Go,
we
go,
have,
go. No,
No
no,
problem.
this
Oh,
one.
Lagata, I wanted to ask, no, you, sir. I wanted to ask Lagata a question.
No, Mr. Larry, I think we are very satisfied. We will wait for you next week to go back and to fill us in. God bless
thank
you
you
for
guys.
everything you do. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Supreme, for this brief
Okay.
conference. Thank you for organizing this. Mr. Lagata, please come up. Come back up. Let's
Let's
finish
done it.
let's finish the convo.
So we can now deliberate. I think naturalize. Crunchy Queen, you missed that. But hopefully some people captured it and we'll be able to see a rerun of it. This is African television, Abi Kinikon, yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
go off
then
now. I should sign out.
if you
Okay.
want to, you can remain there, but if you want to sign out, you can sign out. Thank you, everybody. Mr. Richie, Mr.
And then
Rotesan.
I'll go, yeah.
We appreciate your coming. Thank you. I think I should jẹun àbọ̀bí tán kanjú lọ. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Please, I do not want any attacks. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ti kọjá, ó ti lọ. Leave Lagata alone.
No,
Don't
I'm not.
start.
I'm his friend. I don't attack him. I just want to ask a
No,
question.
I'm talking about the comment section. They were bashing him on the comment section.
Okay.
We have to work together somehow.
No, I just wanted to ask him a question along the line of the question that he
How
asked.
press
Yeah.
conference, how did it go? I think it's very informative at least, right? Richie.
It's quite informative. Thanks for organizing this. I never knew that it's going to be so soon, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait. You know, he clarifies some doubts and it shows us direction. And the good thing is it shows direction of how things should be done instead of just staying on this black app. You know, trying to make a move and be closer to the real thing. And at the same time, by doing that, we actually we create more awareness within the public as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Thank you.
I think that was fantastic. I think that was fantastic. And I thank God I even asked what is her name? Natural to go there this morning. Mr. Larry Yoba Obajabasi Korodom Walai. Anyway, this is African television that just concluded a press conference. I have a press memo here. I can read it to you all if you want. Let's read it. Let me read it.